Okay, well, today we're trying Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel, 94 proof. I've had it before. I don't remember what it tastes like. Producer B, do you remember this?
I remember it being okay.
Is it okay? It's not nothing.
Well, look at the bottle. I think.
Yeah, it had to be pretty great because
Yeah.
we consumed it. I'm pretty sure I've partaken in drinking this beverage. So I'm going to dive in. It's not going to be too long of talk unless we get galactic. I know you're going to participate with me. Okay. Tell me when. You gotta tell me when.
When?
It's not much. I'm quite ready to sip on some bourbon, Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey from a toasted barrel. Also, what's the difference between a toasted barrel and a charred barrel? I don't know. One, you put fire to it and flame it up, and the other one, you just put it in the oven and bake it. You know, like a toaster oven or something? I'm assuming. I don't know. It smells good, though.
Yeah,
I think it smells really good. Yeah, we think the same thing. It's like caramelly and sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, it smells really good. Cinnamony, caramelly, and sweet. And I'm not the best with the noses, you know. But I like stuff that smells like this. This stuff just smells like I want to lick it. Like it's like, oh, okay, you know, it's like a good. See, now when I might have to one day try some butterscotch and say, I don't know, it smells good though, really, really good. Yeah, this is quite lovely, people. Really, really, really. And if you don't know, this is a northern glass, and the northern glass is supposed to enhance the aromatic. And it smells really good.
Enhance.
So try it. Spices and cinnamon and caramel and sugar.
Cinnamon, caramel.
That's what I put on.
I'm thinking of French toast.
Yeah, I'm about to say a little vanilla-ish. I can get that. Yeah, smells good. Cheers, bro. I'm gonna dive in. I said the spider legs. Let's try it. It's good. It's
Yeah,
real
it is
good.
good.
It's real good. Yeah, it's good. I like it. Yeah, it's good. I like this taste. This taste is perfect to me. This is really good, man. I gotta give it a good 8. This is for me a good 8.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a good 8, bro. This is good. If people like bourbon, you really like bourbon, you will love this. This is like good. It's like, okay, the finish is slow and it's coming. It's not a heavy finish because it's not boozy, so it's not instantly hitting you, but you feel it creeping. The taste is
47% alcohol.
yeah. You told me times 2.
94 proof.
Yeah, 94. How much does it cost?
I can't remember. I think it's $50, $60.
How often do they make it? That's my question. Maybe somebody knows. You let me know in the comments. But this is really, really, really good. I like this. See, let's see what it says. Say anything
I think one of the problems too.
I'm listening.
I think when we was drinking this, we was also drinking barrel proofs.
Oh. Toasted barrel. One of our small batch bourbons finished in toasted new oak barrels. So it says the father of bourbon. So is Elijah Craig the father of bourbon, or is new toasted oak barrels the father of bourbon? It's not really making sense. Maybe it's saying Elijah Craig was created in 1789. Are they really the first bourbon? Somebody got to do some research on that. I don't know, but I tell you,
Google it.
Google is your friend. I normally I would pull it out. Should I Google it?
Google it. Pull it out and Google it.
I'm gonna do some Googling. Let's see what Google says. Google. The original bourbon.
And I'm tasting the oak.
The original bourbon. What was the first bourbon?
Cinnamon, vanilla on the palate.
Oh. Let's see. The 25 most important bourbons ever made. I don't care about it. What was the first bourbon ever made? 1789, Elijah Craig, the father of bourbon. It's been said that Elijah Craig invented bourbon by aging the already popular corn whiskey, moonshine, in newly charred oak barrels, a requirement of bourbon to this day. So, you know, newly charred. So if you toast a barrel instead of charring a barrel, is it actually bourbon? I'm just curious. Or is it the same thing, just different words? Since Google is my friend, what is the difference? What is the difference between
Why don't you ask
toasted?
Alexa?
No, you ask Alexa. Okay, I can speak to him, but I don't want to.
Ask how.
Oak. Woo.
I'm sorry, I cannot do that, Charles.
Okay, how? I got it. Okay. Aging whiskey like bourbon in charred barrels results in a smoother, mellower flavor. Unlike charred brethren, toasted barrels are heated much more gently, resulting in a dark brown toast rather than a blackened char. Toasted barrels add a bit more vanilla flavor to the liquor, as well as spicy accents. Listen to us. We started to know what we're talking about. He said French toasted, yeah, vanilla and spicy. There you go. There you go. So now we know. The heat of the this is from let me get the credit. The whiskeywatch.com. The heat of the moment. Charred barrels versus. I can read the whole article because it might be interesting. Let's check it out. Yeah, why not? Let's see what's going on. What it's saying. Let's learn some things. The heat of the moment, charred barrels versus toasted barrels. The aging process is one of the most important parts of making whiskey. Turning a high-proof moonshine into a smooth bourbon and sophisticated Scotch requires time, patience, and above all barrels. However, not all whiskey barrels are created equal. In addition to wood used, almost always white oak, the barrel itself must be prepared beforehand. How you ask? By burning the inside, of course. While this process may this process may be relatively straightforward. There are distinctly. It's not there. It's wrong too. Sorry, I'm like, you know me. I'm OCD on that part. There are distinctly two types of burning procedures that whiskey makers use when crafting their barrels: toasting and charring. What is the difference between the two? Is one better than the other? Let's find out. Charred barrels. When comparing the two methods, the fundamental variable is the degree to which the wood is burned. Charred barrels, for example, are burned to a crisp and resemble the remains of a campfire after it has been extinguished. The interior of charred barrels are black and have much more ash residue, resulting in a much darker color for the whiskey. As far as flavor goes, charred wood imparts sweeter flavors like caramel and honey. The reason for this is that the wood sugars are caramelized, when heavily burned, and thus they leach into the whiskey. We're learning something right now. Now you hear sometimes a barrel has been charred to a certain number, i.e., New American white oak barrel with a 4 char. This barrel char level, as it's called, it basically means the higher the number, the deeper the burn char into the wood. There's a lot of science around this, but no, in essence, the darker the char, the more different the flavor profile will be, and the more colorful the whiskey likely will be. Charred barrels also have another effect on the alcohol. The carbon in the ash acts as a filter for the harsher elements of the liquor. Aging whiskey like bourbon in charred barrels results in a smoother, mellower flavor. Toasted barrels. Unlike the charred brethren, toasted barrels are heated much more gently, resulting in a dark brown toast rather than a blackened char. Toasted barrels add a bit more vanilla flavor to the liquor, as well as spicy accents. Because the wood hasn't been burned to a crisp, the sugars haven't had time to caramelize, making the whiskey a bit sharper on the tongue. Toasted barrels also do not impact as much color into the spirit, resulting in a lighter shade. So, which method is better? Ultimately, it comes down to the personal preference. We already knew that was going to happen. We already knew they were going to say that. If you like a smooth, rich, sweet-tasting whiskey, then seek out whiskeys aged in charred barrels. If, however, you enjoy a strong, spicy drink, then a toasted barrel whiskey will be more to your liking. As far as we're concerned, however, any reason to drink whiskey is a good one, regardless of the barrel in which it was aged. And the Whiskey Watch, I totally agree. I'm going to start checking your website out. Cheers to the Whiskey Watch. And toasted is great, just like regular other bourbons and whiskeys are great. I think it's really good. Really, what you think? Keep asking stuff. Yeah.
8.
Yeah, I think so. Straight up. I'm enjoying it. I wish I could rush it, but man, it just tastes good to me. So I'm like, wow, I'm glad
Yeah, I didn't put too much
Yeah.
in mine, so you can go ahead.
What?
I pour.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll pour for you. Or maybe you pour for yourself. No, Anakin, no. Qui-Gon said that. Anyway, it's spicy, but it's not overly spicy. It's vanilla, but it's not out there. It's sweet, but it's not too sweet. It's not even like I said sharp, but I don't think it's sharp. I just think it's perfect. Like really, this is really good, man. I'm really impressed. I think you guys should locate a bottle of this Elijah Craig. I think it's so beautiful. I want to put it in the shop with me. It makes me look better. It smells really great. The nose is great. What producer B said, you know, I agree. And the Charles is the chuckster to me. What I think is, I could drink this every day, and I'd be happy drinking this every day. I wouldn't get sick of it. You know, everybody gets sick of everything, but I'm saying, if I had to drink this every day as an everyday sipper, man, I would be pretty happy. This is pretty great. That's all I got to say. Anything you want to say?
I think it's very, very good. I mean, I know I liked it because look at the bottle.
Yeah. Probably got to go find another bottle. Anyway, people, that's pretty much all I have to say at this time. I'm about to get back to drinking this, and I'll talk to y'all later. Oh yeah, I forgot. Let me say this. Share us. Give us a thumbs up. And if you want us to drink any other whiskeys, we sure appreciate you hitting us up on the Cash App and helping us fund our obsession so we can give you great reviews and tell you what to drink and hopefully what not to drink, but most likely it's going to be what to drink unless it's flavored. And I'm not going to recommend no flavor. I'll try them though, but maybe one will be good one day. Cheers, people.